The Rockford IceHogs open up a busy 3-game and 3-day weekend tonight as they head west of the Mississippi to Des Moines, Iowa to cross paths with a familiar Central Division rival in the Iowa Wild. Hello, everybody. Joseph Zakrzewski once again with you for IceHogs Warmup. Coming up on the program, we're going to hear from assistant coach Jared Nightingale. We'll also go inside the locker room and hear from forward DJ Buzz Decker as well. Well, the IceHogs are coming off a nice week of rest and relaxation, mixing in with a couple of practice days after taking on the Grand Rapids Griffins in a home-and-home set just on Saturday and Sunday. Well, for the Iowa Wild, though, it's been a very busy week for them. In fact, this is tonight going to be their 5th game since last Saturday after crossing paths with the Chicago Wolves for a pair of contests, then the Texas Stars on Tuesday and last night, and then taking on the IceHogs here this evening. So Central Division standings points once again crucial and up for grabs tonight. Let's take a look at the updated standings. The IceHogs enter in 4th place of the division with a 21-18 3-1 record, and they're taking on a Wild team that is looking to get back to their winning ways, a 20-21 3-3 standing. They have slid down to 6th place and are hoping to snap a 6-game winless skid. The Chicago Wolves, who are in their last games, actually beat up on the Iowa Wild last weekend and still hold that top spot overall. Manitoba, they would drop a pair of contests to the Milwaukee Admirals, who have been charging up the Central. They now sit in 3rd place and are on a 3-game point streak. The Grand Rapids Griffins on a 3-game winning streak, nipping at the heels of the IceHogs. In large part, those first 2 wins of that stretch came against Rockford on Saturday and Sunday. And then you got Iowa and Texas rounding out the rest of the Central. The IceHogs are happy to hit the open road, well, at least for tonight, and then they're going to return home to the BMO tomorrow to square off against Texas, and then a rematch against the Stars on Sunday afternoon. They're back to work after that home-and-home weekend set against the Grand Rapids Griffins, in which they would drop both of those games by 5-2 scores Saturday at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and then on Sunday at the BMO. And in fact, that first contest would snap a 4-game winning streak for your IceHogs, their season high. The IceHogs, though, would rebound, get off to a great start on Sunday. 2 goals at less than a minute apart in that first period. Forward Brett Connolly would make his return to the IceHog locker room and lineup for the first time since early December. He had been up with the Chicago Blackhawks since then. And forward Mike Hardman would strike just moments later. So the Hogs off and running with a 2-0 lead, but it would be Grand Rapids that would fight back in the second and third periods en route to the victory. For the IceHogs, it is a busy weekend for them after a nice week off. And in fact, looking at the month ahead going into March, it's going to be a lot of hockey in a short amount of time. And this is just their second and final 3-game and 3-day weekend of the season. Last time they did so was towards the tail end of November, just after Thanksgiving, in which they went 1-1-0-1. For the Iowa Wild, they're back to work and closing out a busy week. As I mentioned earlier, this is their 5th game since Saturday. Tonight, the final game until next Friday, so they have some rest and recuperation on the horizon here pretty soon. They would host the Texas Stars on Tuesday and last night after visiting the Chicago Wolves on Saturday and Sunday. They would fall both games to the Texas Stars 4-2 and last night 4-1. They're led by rookie forward Marco Rossi, a 4th in the American Hockey League rookie scoring race with 39 points, but he has just 1 assist in his last 4 games. So the Iowa Wild trying to get everybody fired back up coming into a big showdown against the IceHogs tonight. And looking at the head-to-head series, it is the 9th of 12 meetings between the two clubs, and they just saw each other not all that long ago, last week Tuesday at BMO Harris Bank Center. The IceHogs are 3-3-2-0 against the Wild this season, and Rockford has wins in 3 of their last 5 contests, and that includes the last get-together back on February 15th in the state line, a 3-2 shootout victory. But coming to Iowa has always been tough for your IceHogs, with just 1 win at Iowa this year, and that came back on February 4th, and a great 4-2 decision. And if you remember back then, that was when the IceHogs and Wild would have a home-and-home weekend, and they would trade 4-2 victories as Iowa would pick one up at BMO Harris Bank Center the very next night. But the IceHogs overall here at Wells Fargo Arena, just 2 wins at Iowa in their last 14 get-togethers, 2-11-1. The Wells Fargo has always been a pretty tough building for the IceHogs, but for Rockford, looking to hit the ground running here tonight. Big Central Division standings points once again up for grabs for your Rockford IceHogs as they open up that 3-3 weekend we've been talking about tonight at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. Coming up, we're going to hear from assistant coach Jared Nightingale, also for DJ Buzz Decker, and go live to Des Moines and get you ready for the opening puck drop. So stay tuned for more IceHogs Warmup.